Update 35.1, the June update. All the stuff that's happening in the month of June. The new update goes live next week, June 6th. And we're going to go over what Kabam have got on offer. Now, at the point of recording this video, I don't know what the side quest stuff is going to be. So I'll try and put out content wherever I can. And also kind of like, cover stuff as is. If you've seen the motion, well, not motion copy, they don't do them anymore, which is a bit sad. But the champion reveal, you'll know there's got a kind of a scroll kind of Creed twist to stuff. The difference is with this particular story is that, well, Super Scroll is good. Can they trust Super Scroll? Nova trying to stop the Kree Scroll war. Ronan the Accuser and has abducted Hulkling. There's a lot of twists in this story for people that follow the story side of things. But yes, as you know, we're getting Hulkling as a cosmic champion who is half Skrull, half Kree. And we're also getting Wiccan, who is, yes, the reincarnated son of Scarlet Witch, who we've sort of seen in Multiverse of Madness as well as other things as well. There's Billy. He's a nice lad. He's got cool hair. He looks a bit like Gambit gave him fashion tips. Possibly. Probably not, though. And he's got a nice cape to him. In any case, it's a really cool character. Lots of kind of like chaos power to it. And it's a character that I've been wanting in this game for a long time. As well as Wong. And definitely like the featured 6 stars are going to be pretty spicy. As well as kind of like, oh, do we want to say for Quicksilver? And we've got some really decent champions coming into this game this year, which is really making things a lot of fun. I need to do my champion class totals because I think Mystic has had a very nice injection of new champions, especially with the last couple of months. So that's been good. But the side quest has been kind of teased to be like this: America's All Stars. The time has come for you to battle for your life. America Chavez has some new friends arriving in the contest, and she wants to make sure the summoner is up to the challenge by showing off what the battle realm has to offer. Each week you'll be able to fight alongside Wiccan and Hulkling as they add some power to your fights as strikers. That's cool. Strikers are back. Take advantage of your new friends' powers as they offer a helping hand in all challenges you'll face. Show you have what it takes to become America's All-Star. Cool. Okay, that's the side quest. It's going to be similar to the last time Strikers were in at the start of the year and how that all kind of played out, which I think was January time? Was it January this year? Maybe February? I want to say it was January with Strikers were put into this game for an interaction. But still, it's good to see that they're going to be back in some capacity. We're also getting a free Wiccan and Hulkling. Get a free 2-star or 3-star Wiccan or Hulkling when the event kicks off. Choose carefully. So, oh, right, okay. I mean, I'm going to choose Wiccan because I, wanted Wiccan for a little while, get to kind of play about with the champion. So that'd be cool. That'd be nice. Pride profile picks. Yep, there's going to be some stuff for that. Pride tokens that you can exchange for 16 different Pride profile pictures. Okay. Choose whatever you like with that. Act 5 and Act 6 updates. Now, this is something that I'm very much looking forward to. Now, for Act 6, this does change everything, but changes nothing for certain elements. I think for me, like grinding out Act 6, which I still got to do like a good chunk of, which I kind of gave up on more when rank 4 6-star materials became more of a chase item and chase goal. This means that things like side quests, when we add in a little volume of tier 3 alpha, tier 6 basic, and also things like Eternity of Pain seem more interesting to me. And also Karina's challenges become more interesting to me to grind. Now I am at the moment grinding units more. That's my focus now. Grind more units, side quests that get the tier 3 alpha, tier 6 basic fragments. That's my focus to get Paragon. I'm not spending, so I need to grind out units for free in order to get myself some July 4th deals. Will that happen? I don't know, but I'm going to give it a good go and good effort, and you've got to be positive about your grind and stuff. And if not, if I miss out on the units with July 4th deals, then I'll reinvest those units into doing stuff like, I don't know, several Karina's challenges that maybe like the Abyss ones because they're so boring, and or maybe some of the other ones and Revolution and other stuff like that. Especially because I can go like, right, well, how many units did I use for that July 4th deals? Did I not? Did I do that? prepare adequately for whatever challenges come your way, and then go, okay, well, how much do I need to do? Where do I need to go to do it? And the point I'm coming back to is, this is where Act 6 is only interesting to me. One Karina's challenge. The rest I can take or leave. I could go and do a load of the first ones, the Karina's challenges, but I'm just a bit bored with some of this Labyrinth of Legends stuff. Like, it just bores me a little bit, but I'll have to kind of like consider it as an option. But apart from that, there's very little Act 6 based Karina's challenges that would interest me to go back to go and do it. And again, the further point that I want to get to on this is that it's good for new players that this is nerfed. But is there anything on offer for me in here that's interesting for a Paragon progression chase reward? The answer is no. And I'd rather kind of save my energy and resource and... I'd save my energy for doing something like Act 8.1. So I'll probably hoard my energy for energy refills for when 8.1 comes in. And well, granted, we'll probably get some Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Basic. But with Kabam changing things like all class and rarity gates in Act 6.2 have been removed. That's great for new players. Choice nodes added that just prior to final bosses of all Act 6. Again, great addition. That's fantastic. Specific champions, full health. Doesn't feel like it's too much taxing on the player, and you can choose nice towards the end. You don't have to set up things based on the rarity gates. Also, remove Burden of Might, Aspect of Death, Dismay, Prove Yourself, and other things from 6.2.6. And as well, I think you can... It didn't say there about you could be able to, in Act 6.2.6, you were able to roll over some of the indestructible charges things, so you don't feel so kind of like bad about it. And also, all fights excluding the Grandmaster boss of Act 6.4.6 have had their attack and health values retuned. And again, this is kind of like goes back to what I was saying about Karina's challenges. This is good for one specific one in particular, which is Revolution, which I was actually planning to do as my next one, but I kind of thought, well, if they're changing the values of things, let's rank up some champions and prepare for it, prepare resource, get the champions up to higher rank, and then I'll go and smash through it and get the tier 6 basic fragments that I need from it. So that's good. There's some good stuff from Act 5 and Act 6 changes. Act 5's changes is that the cost of energy is being taken down, which I kind of feel is definitely in response to a lot of people using Act 5.3.6 as a place to get full energy refills. But still, you know, it's still very interesting. It's good to see that reduced down in that. In any case, let's move on. There's a few changes to quality of life stuff and new features. So stash quantities on items. Let's go to the forum thread for that one, as we've got some visuals. If you haven't seen this, a link in the description. It's to the Kabam 0 post. It's very interesting what they're planning to do. I think for me, the biggest thing, apart from there's going to be some Alliance War stuff that's nice. The attack bonus icon. There's going to be things like stash count, and it's so important when you're non-spending, when you're free to play. Like, understanding your stash is very important. You don't want to go over in your stash because the sigil allows you to have more in place of stash, so it's very important for it. Management is important, and that really helps. This personally, in my opinion, is the best one, which is your ability to see what is on the defender from a point of abilities and stuff like that. So you don't have to kind of like get up to the champion to then check the abilities and stuff like that. You get to go like, okay, I'm on the map, boom, click on it, boom, boss, boom, click a button, boom, there's the stuff. It's like, it's very kind of snappy, easy to do, and it doesn't feel too taxing on the player. So I love this one particularly right here on this. I think one of the biggest surprises is that Yondu is your second buff champion. That's nice, because I did not think that Yondu would be on the scale to kind of like be looked at. I've got a 4-star version. I thought I'd just like quickly check to see if I've got a 5-star version of the champion. I don't think I've got a 6-star version, but you know, I don't really check a lot of my lower techs. Depending on what they do with him, Deadpool X will probably be like a full kind of like overhaul. I don't know about Yondu, to be honest, unless they beef up something quite nicely, stack things like armor break, stack things like block penetration more, then but it would be good to have something that's viable for block penetration, and also a champion that's able to have like do armor break, heal block, and things like that, just so he's a bit more kind of like viable in the current scheme of the game. But definitely it's good news all the way for those that own a Deadpool X-Force like myself. You don't really do much with him. Now I've got an Awakening gem. I could have chosen him to kind of like awaken, but a little while ago in an opening. But you take a risk. You do take a risk every time you go, oh, there's a buff champion coming on. Oh, I'll rank him up and awaken him. And the buff turns out to be ass. Like, you go, why did I make that decision? So you got to make kind of like good decisions based on that. But still, good to see Yondu being buffed up. That I'm happy with. There's some bug fixes that will interest a few players. In particular, myself with King Groot's synergy with Man-Thing will now correctly grant 5 additional Fury buffs. Don't know why, and it was kind of annoying that it's not, because I used the champion and that synergy a little while ago, and also I use it for auto fighting through Realm of Legends in order to get level 3 health potions. Top tip on that one. I did a video a little while ago on that one. Mordo detonation will no longer trigger against true type passive effects. That's interesting. And also we've got Elsa Bloodstone and the champion final node abilities now work on bosses that are not on the final node of the map, such as fights in Act 7. Good. Deadpool X-Force, updated base attack, SP1 and SP2 animation and visual effects. Cool, we'll look at that next week. And also Captain Britain stuff, Omega Sentinel, pause time will no longer overlap with Sunspot's solar charge counter. Penny Parker. Sync Shield will no longer auto block when at 0 power. Helpful for, as you know, again, going against from a defensive point, or an attacking point really. Storm Classic disabled cape during SP3 animation to avoid visual bugs. Didn't realize that. And there's a few other things as well, like Power Shield 2.0 will no longer prevent damage from SP3 attacks. And Warlock and Archangel updated info page references from heal block to opponent will no longer not gain health. Okay. And there's a few other things as well. Venom no longer immune to Power Steel when he should not be. Okay. In any case, that's really it for what is going down. There's going to be some more videos I'm going to cover as to like, what's, the changes to the champion, Deadpool, X-Force, and Yondu. That's going to be a separate video. And the side quest one, there will be a side quest overview video. And then there's going to be one on Saturday or Sunday, which is side quest totals, as I normally do. So yeah, lots of content around this particular subject. This is the first one. Keep locked to the channel for more videos. And check out the forum for more updates on this. But thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure as well, check out some other content located on screen right now. And I'll see you in the next video all about the new events for June. Next week's 6th of June update. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.